ACIO live mock was conducted and I am here to discuss the logical reasoning section with you in extreme detail with a timing comparison. So by the end of the session, our primary goal is to understand the logical reasoning section in detail and to also focus on methods to approach the questions in the examination, right? So let's start right away without any further delay. Just one piece of information for all of you, that if you are looking for practice of IB ACIO, okay, so you're done with the theory, you're done with the concept, and you're looking for exclusively practice of IB ACIO, Oliveboard has come up with the IB ACIO practice course with Tier 2 and Tier 3 preparation additionally, but exclusively practice course for Tier 1. So you can go ahead and check that out. As of now, let's start with the paper. So this is the very first question right in front of you. Okay. This is a common type of blood relation based questions in IB ACIO. We have done this in our practice sessions also. How to approach this? So first you'll have to decode this tree. Okay. So K sigma R, K sigma R, K is the daughter of R. R exponent D is R is the sister of D. D delta U is D is the husband of U. U hash X, U is the mother of X. And X exponent L, L is the sister, X is the sister of L. Now the assertion is T is the daughter's husband of D. T is the daughter's husband of D. So T has to be D's daughter's husband. So T has to be the husband here. Okay. I'll just make it easier for you to read it here. So we need T to be here. D's daughter's husband. For that you need to see which of the reasons need to follow. Okay. First one is T delta X. T delta X means T is the husband of X. Yes, I think that needs to be right for this assertion to be true. Look at the second reason also. N sigma P. N sigma P, N is a daughter of P, does not make a difference. I don't even know where is P and I don't even know where is N. So this is useless here. So reason A is the only sufficient reason. Did you understand? The only problem is these type of questions take a bit of time. So you need to be slightly quick here. Okay. And don't stop anywhere. 91 seconds. Okay. So that's too much. So what is your work now? Your work is to practice these type of questions because these are common in IB ACIO examinations, and bring down the amount of time you're spending here. Probably somewhere close to 45 seconds is just fine. Okay. Up to 50 seconds is also okay, but not more than that. Right. Next. This is also pretty easy. Another variation of coding decoding which you see in the examination, though the question is not difficult at all. The question is the same only, just that they are asking it to you in the form of a match the column. Okay, and what they do here is you will have to check for multiple options rather than you would have checked for one single word. You will have to check for multiple options. That's the only difference. So if right is coded as 144, just quickly take the sum here. So this is 18, this is 9, this is 4, this is 5. So 4, 5, 9, 9, 18, 18, 36. Okay, this is 36, and if I multiply 36 by 4, I get 144. Where could I have gotten the 4 from? Number of letters. Fine. Observe it here. So this is 24, this is 1, this is 20. So 25. Oh, sorry, what am I doing here? Oh God, I'm writing the reverse place value. Yeah, so this is 24, and 24 into 3 is 72. Perfect number of letters again. So which of the following are correct matches? Right? Now look at the options. The options are going to help you out. 1C, 1B, 1A, 1A. Okay, we have only 4 options with us. With 2 there is C only. If at all it is there, it's with C only. Okay, and with 3A, 3A, 3B. So check with 2 first. That will isolate or remove options at least for us. Okay, so 2 is T, TAE, 25, 1. So this is 26, 26 into 3. 26 into 3 is 78, right? So 2C is correct. Okay, so this is not my answer. Now 2C is done. We are done with 1 already. Now we'll check for what? So should we check for 3? Checking for 3 will give us our answer. Either 3 will come with A or 3 will come with B. This cannot be the possibility, or this can be the possibility in fact. Either 3 will not come with anyone. Okay. So that will clarify the answer for us. Now check for 3. So this is 1, 12, 9, 5, 4. 5, 4, 9, 9, 18. 18, 12, 30 plus 1, 31. 31 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 155. So 3A is correct. 3A is correct. Option B is the right answer. That is how you can make it slightly faster. Okay. Options. Always go with the options. Isolate from the options and then find your answer. Don't end up checking everything. Despite that, 63 seconds is still good. But again, bring it back to 50 seconds, 45 seconds. And it is possible. Just that because these questions are new to you, okay, because you have lesser exposure in these type of questions, that is why it takes slightly more time. But the concept is the same only. Okay, very easy question. This is a figure classification based question. There are 4 figures given to you in form of pairs. Okay. Pair 1, pair 2, pair 3, pair 4. You need to find the odd one out. Just observe. Outside is a square. Inside next figure is a circle. Next figure is the hexagon, and then in the end it is a triangle. So basically we are following this order. Starting from the top left corner, we are going clockwise. Okay. Top left corner, pentagon outside, heart next, this comment box next, and star next. Yes, this is also following the logic. Circle outside, square next, or curved square next in fact, star next, and rhombus in the end. Following. Comment box outside. Not following. So figure 4 is my correct answer. Very easy, very simple. Figure 4 is the correct answer. 30 seconds, absolutely. Very nice. Wonderful. So wherever you can, save time. This is very easy, guys. This one is absolutely easy. I am not even writing anything. You will do it right away. Z and G plus 7. Okay, G and 14 plus 7. 14, 21 plus 7. So 21 plus 7 is 28. 28 is 2. You have only one option. That's it. Okay. Don't waste time here. 20 seconds. Did you see the amount of time he saved here? Very good. Excellent. Next. Opposite to 6. Okay. Opposite to 6 again. 5, 3, 5, 3. Opposite to 6 is 1. Option C is the right answer. Cool. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Very good. Excellent. Cool. So whatever time we spent initially, we have covered that right now. Okay. And time is important in all the examinations. Look at reasoning from the times perspective only. This is not your banking or CAT examination where reasoning is actually up to an extent where you will be forced to think a lot. The idea with reasoning is they are not giving you very difficult level of reasoning, but what they are doing is they are making you work very fast on it, and because you are not in regular practice, you will tend to make silly mistakes, and that is what is going to cost you in the reasoning section. Otherwise, reasoning section more or less as far as the level is concerned will be normal only. It's not very difficult. Okay, what is the logic which is happening here? Just observe. Look at this. This is Z. This is coming here in the middle. Y. This is going back here. X. This is coming back in the middle. W. It's going back here. What? It will become V. -1. The letters are being reduced by -1 and they're just swapping the positions like this. So V in the bottom left corner. V in the bottom left corner is only in figure 3. Figure 3 is my correct answer. Done. But just for the sake of it, what else is happening? A, B, C, D. So E will be in the top right corner, which was there already. Okay. So we didn't need to check that, but for now, just to explain it to you, I have done that. 22 seconds. Very good. Excellent. Good timing. Right? Next. This is artificial language. Basically, artificial language is somewhat like Chinese coding only. It's not different. Just another name for it. So imagine, believe, achieve is coded as this. Okay. How will success be coded in that language? Okay. Now, success means you have one word which they have asked and all 4 are distinct options. So pick up those statements where success is not a part. So imagine, believe, achieve is this. So delete MPU, CSK, BTS. BTS, CSK gone. The next is believe in you. Is RCB, STH, CSK. RCB, STH, CSK. What is that? Who? That's the code for success. Okay. 36 seconds is still a lot here. You can solve it in less than that. But it's okay. It's not bad. 36 seconds is not bad at all. It's a wonderful time. But this could have been done in 20 seconds also. 20, 25. provided you know this elimination method. Always remember, if one word has been asked and 4 distinct options are given, go with the elimination method. That's always going to be much faster. Okay, 6, 9, 3, 7 is arranged in descending order from the left to right. Digits will remain unchanged. So this is 9, 7, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 3, 1. Only 1, that's it. Rest everything is changing position. So option A is the right answer. Easy. 33 seconds. Again, slightly more. Could have gone slightly lesser, but still not bad. Anywhere, anything around 30 seconds is good. Okay. Now this one. So what I'm doing is, you guys have been telling me that I'm coming in the frame a lot. So what I'll do is, because I can't stay out of it, I'll have to solve the question. So I'll just briefly go out of the frame. You can take a screenshot there, or maybe pause your section there and then start solving the question, and then maybe come back for the solutions if you really want to solve it now. Okay, there are 6 boxes of different weights. They are compared. Comparison will always do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the lightest, this is the heaviest. Heavier than box 2 is same as boxes lighter than box 4. Heavier than box 2 is equal to boxes lighter than box 4. Box 3 is not the lightest box. Okay, box 3 is not here. Box 2 is lighter than box 4. Okay, box 2 is lighter than box 4. Box 5 is heavier than box 4. Lighter than box 1. Okay. Now this can be 2, 4, 5, 1, 3. But in that case, greater than 4, less than 2 will not be possible. If 4 is here, 4, then you have 3 above it. Then 2 will be here, then it only has 1 above it. So where else can we put it? If they are the top 3, B4 is here. B2 will have to be here. This is the only option with you. So you will have it here, B4, B5 and B1, right? Why? Because they told you that how many are heavier than B4, as many are lighter than B2. Okay. And they have told you that B3 is not the lightest box. So B3 has to be here, B6 has to be here. The question is, weight of box B3 is 65 kg. What will be the possible weight of box B6? So it has to be lighter than 65 kg. That's it. Okay, 72, 86, 73, 59. Option D is the right answer. Right? 82 seconds. Okay. Not bad still, but this was easily doable in a minute. 60 seconds were sufficient for this question. Okay. Initially also, I mean, it's not, even though 60 is too much here, but still 60 is still fine. 83 is too much. You're almost reaching 1.5 minutes. Not justified, not required. Probably in the mock, while you're sitting in the examination, this is going to confuse you, I understand. So now you have to learn one thing here. That thing which you need to learn is that when you're actually sitting in an examination, even the easiest of things can trick your brain. Why is that? Because your brain is too preoccupied with a lot of other things which it should not be thinking. So focus on that. You may be one of those students who's ready with the concept, who is thoroughly acing at all the mocks, who is doing wonderfully well in his practice sessions, etc. But when it comes to actually sitting in the exam, you botch it there. So for you, working on the concept is not sufficient. Practicing is not sufficient. Working on yourself is required right now. So think on these little lines also, and they are going to help you out a lot. Okay. This one is pretty easy actually. What you always need to do is just figure out what is common and always pick that up. Now if you see here, we have A, F, D, L, J, everything is different. So we'll pick it up from here. You can pick up the P though. Okay. You can pick up and eliminate the P though, or from here if you pick up, you'll see the P here in front. No? So we'll start with P here. So we'll start with P dash dash. Okay. So this is 15 plus 1, 16. So E minus 1 D. Is anything starting with D? We have this one. Check with DJP now. DJ. So J and I. 10 minus 1. So 21 is T. PT? No. So this is not it. This is not it. Okay, what else now? If this is also not it, so this PYD is also not working out, and this is also not working out. So I have this only. I'll have to confirm this one, SYF. So 15 plus 4, 19, 21 plus 4, 25, and 2 plus 4, 6. It's working out. And this is AEI plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So option A is the right answer. So what we did is, we checked it quickly with the common options here. We did not get what we wanted, and luckily we got something which was the third option. So this also got deleted, this also got deleted, and this also got deleted. So right away we got our answers. Always picking up common values is going to get you faster to your answers. Otherwise, a lot of people end up solving everything, and a lot of people who have done this very quickly are the ones who have actually tested with the first option. This question got lucky for you, so you tested the first option and you got your answer. Otherwise, if C was the answer, a lot of people would have to check these two and then come to the third one. That becomes slightly time consuming. Stay away from that. Okay, just pick up what is common and get your answers. Okay, statement assumption. YouTube channels that target women's audiences are packed with makeup tutorials and cooking kind of stuff. Now the author is writing this statement, so the author is thinking something which is very obvious. The author does not want to write that. It's very obvious, and it has to be a premise to the statement. Premise means something which supports your statement. It cannot be against your statement. Women are not interested in other stuff. A lot of people think this is right, but the author is not assuming this. The author is saying YouTube channels that target women's audiences are packed with makeup tutorials and cooking kind of stuff. He is not saying they are not interested in other stuff. Maybe they are, but these videos are packed up with these things only. So this is not the obvious thing he is addressing. The other one is, our society is still following the patriarchal rules. A lot of people end up falling into this trap and they think that this might be correct, but this is not. Why this is not? Because this is very specific. This is very specific. Okay, this would have been right if there was some context about patriarchy here in the statement. Probably they would have given you a 2-3 line statement where they would have first spoken about patriarchy and then given you this example. So probably you might have thought like this. Okay, but understand, patriarchal rules still don't define women with cooking and makeup tutorials only. No, don't connect feminism with patriarchy. Okay, so this is not right, and this is very specific. Always remember, assumptions have to be very, very basic and obvious, that okay, this looks like an assumption. Okay, so both of them are not right. So neither 1 nor 2 is implicit. Option D is the correct answer. Cool. 53 seconds. Okay, he had to think. This question made him think. But okay, I agree. Critical reasoning can be time consuming, so nothing to take away from that. Okay, this one is also easy, I think. So if nothing is working out in the positive direction, just go alternate. Okay, 1 and 5 plus 4, 24, 20 minus 4, plus 4, 22, 18 minus 4, 15, 19 plus 4, 10, 6 minus 4, 20, 24 plus 4, 22, 26 also plus 4. So we know that option D is the right answer. Okay, I'll tell you the actual logic which I also saw. The actual logic behind this was that they wanted to write it like this: A gap C gap E gap G. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G. They wanted to write the odd letters. Then these gap letters, alternate gap letters, were converted to the reverse place values. That's how the question was formed. But you can't figure this out in the examination. No? Check if your plus minus is working out. If it is, you'll get your answers. Okay. So decent. 43 seconds is not bad, because probably it would have taken some time initially to figure out what exactly is going on, right? Next. Number set. This one is easy actually. Number set is pretty easy today. 84, 5, 140, 36, 10, 120. This one will give you the hint very easily. 36, so divide this by 3, you get 12, multiply this by 10, you get 120. Similarly, divide this by 3, multiply this by 5, so this is 28 into 5 is 140. Okay. So now what else when you divide by 3 and multiply by 5? 15 into 8. Sorry, 15 into 8 is not 160. 21, 7. 7 into 14 is not 84. 33. 11 into 20 is 220. Option C is the right answer. Cool. Right? 37 seconds. Very nice. Excellent. This one was pretty easy. Next. This one is interesting. So this is data sufficiency. Okay. And this is the data in front of you. Nine persons are sitting in a linear row facing the north direction, but not necessarily in the same order. How many persons sit between C and F? We'll have to check this. Okay. 4 persons sit between B and H. Okay. A sits fourth to the left of D. Two persons sit between F and I. D sits immediate right of B. But does that give you any information? No. Only one person sits to the right of B. So B sits here. But don't write D now. Okay. Because you don't remember anything from statement 1. Now only check statement 2. F sits second to the right of A. G sits third to the left of I. E sits adjacent to F. E can be anywhere here. And G sits third to the left of I. 2 alone is also not sufficient. Now combine both of them. So if I combine both of them, D sits immediate right of B. D and A have 3 people between them. So this is A here. And A is second, F sits second to the right of A. So this is F. E sits close to F. So this is E. G sits third to the left of I. 1, 2, 3. This is only possible. I is here. G is here. Okay. And who else is left? B has 4 people with H. So 1, 2, 3, 4. H is here. And who's left now? We are left with C. Now you didn't have to set this up. You just had to understand whether you can set this arrangement or not. So data and both together are sufficient to answer my question. How many persons sit between C and F? The answer is 4. The answer is 4. Now why did I do this? Just for you to practice sitting arrangement. But actually in this question, avoid solving it completely. Just check for the hints whether you will be able to reach the answer or not. If you think that the approach has become very smooth and I can actually arrange, then you can go ahead and tick both are required to solve your answer. Okay. 106 seconds. Okay, that means something gravely was wrong in the arrangement and the person was trying to arrange it every bit. Don't do that. Rush. Bring it down. Whenever you come across a data sufficiency question, only for arrangement you might have to approach the question slightly or maybe blood relations. Otherwise, you don't have to do anything. Just read the question and try to understand whether the given data will get me to an answer or not. I don't need the answer. Never try to solve the question unnecessarily. Next. Okay. So minus is coded as into, divide is coded as plus, into is coded as divide, and plus is coded as minus. So what is the value? 169 divided by 13 is 13. 13 into 25, that is, okay, minus 88 plus 34. 110 and 12, 122. And 13 into 25, 13 into 20 is 260 and 65, 325 minus 122, 3203. Option C is the right answer. Cool. (42 seconds). Okay, calculation can be quicker. This can be done in 35 seconds, but still okay, not bad. Slate, chalk, paper, pen. So I write on the slate with a chalk. I write on the paper with a pen. I write on the sketch with a book. I write on the screen with a brush. I write on the wall with paint, and I write on the roller with scale. I think this is the only one which makes most sense. Option C is my answer. So always remember form statements if it is a word-based analogy. 25 seconds, very good. Next. Okay, syllogism. Some tea is not coffee. All coffee is milk. So some milk is not tea. No ice is milk. Some milk is tea. Some milk is tea, not at all. I cannot conclude that. Some ice is tea, I can still not conclude that. Some coffee is ice, not at all, not possible. No milk is tea. No milk is tea also, I cannot conclude. Okay, because some milk is not tea is visible. Nothing else can I conclude. Now I have some and no here. I have some and no here with the same set of elements. Okay, and both of them being incorrect. So probably either 1 or 4 should be right. Either conclusion 1 or 4 is there in the options. The other two are incorrect. Okay, cool. 62 seconds, that's a lot. 1 minute is a lot of time for this. This was 40 seconds question at max. 45 tops, nothing more than that. Next. Okay, 22 seconds means this has been done very quickly. So 364, 9, 196, 121, 256, they're all perfect squares. 3 and this is 8 square. 9 and this is 14 square. 7 and this is 11 square. And 11 this is 16 square. So 11 plus 5 square. 9 plus 5 square, 3 plus 5 square, but 7 plus 4 square. Option C is the right answer. Easy. Extremely easy. 22 seconds is a decent time for this. Mirror image for this. Okay, let's observe. So let's start with this rectangle. This rectangle will flip here on the side. So it's here in option 1, 2, 3, but not in option 4. Option 4 is gone. And above the rectangle, we have these 3 dots as a triangle and these 3 dots. So they are topping it up. Not in figure 1. It's here in figure 2. It's not in figure 3 also. Gone. Only figure 2 is my answer. Nothing else I have to observe. That's it. 2 elements. My answer is here. 24 seconds. Right? And the last question for today's session. This one is an interesting one. Okay. Now, something will give you a hint here. What is that something? If you observe 6 to 24, you will think that, okay, probably I am multiplying this by 4. But from here to here, there is no direct multiplication which is happening. Anything else? 6 square is 36 minus 12. No, that is not helping out. Because 24 square is going out of the line. But 459 and 2180.25. Okay. So I would rather suggest you if you can divide these. Okay, divide these. So dividing them will be difficult. Divide them only first. 102 and 24. So 24 into 4 is 96. Sorry. Okay, and 96 and 6 is left. So I'll put a dot. I'll have 60. 24 into 2 is 48. It's 12. 0, 5. It's 4.25. So I'm multiplying this with 4.25. Okay, strange. Check for this also now quickly. 459 divided by 102. So 102. Again check, 4 is going close only. So it's 408. 408. So we are left with 51. So then 51, I put a dot. 0, 510, 102. So is it 5 again now? 0.5. Right? 102 into 5 is 510, no? So 4.5. So I think it's quite clear now. What is happening? This has to be 4.75. So the next one has to be multiplied by 5. Now 2180.25 multiplied by 5. Multiplied by 5 means we have to divide this by 2. So I'll have 180 means 90, 0, 1090. And this will be 0.125. 1090, 1.25. Option B is the right answer. Okay. Cool. 67 seconds. Very nice. I would comment this here. 60 seconds is a good timing for this one because figuring it out would have taken a lot of time. It would have consumed a lot of your time. Right? So that was it for today. The logical reasoning section of your IB ACIO mock, and the primary objective of this session was to solve the questions, but not only look at the solutions, but understand how much ideal time should be clocked in for one particular question, for each type of question, and how to deal with those various variations. Okay, what should be the best approach to solve when you're looking at certain questions. Hopefully this session was useful to you. I'll end this session here now. Thank you so much for joining live, guys. I'll take your leave. Bye bye. Namaskar. Jai Hind.